Alright everyone, good morning. Today is Monday, November 18th, 2024 at 09:56. And today, we have our Day 1 Outlook. So, our Day 1 Outlook today, we have a slight risk here in Oklahoma and Texas. But we also have one here for a little bit of eastern Texas going into Louisiana and maybe a little bit of Arkansas. Marginal risk, we've got a little bit of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi going into Alabama here, up into Arkansas, into Missouri, even up into Iowa, a little bit into Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma. So those are our risks for today. Today we have Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, Arlington, and Plano having a slight risk, and Houston, Austin, Kansas City, New Orleans, and Omaha having a marginal. So, let's see what we've got for today's tornado risk. Oh, wow. We got a 5% here in Oklahoma and Texas. We got also one here in Texas, Texas, Louisiana, and a little bit of Arkansas. But again, the 2% goes from Texas to Louisiana, Mississippi, just a little bit of Alabama, Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma. So, again, our cities would be Oklahoma City, Shreveport, Lafayette, Beaumont, and Norman under a 5%, and Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, Kansas City, and New Orleans under a 2%. So, if you are under a 5% tornado risk, you could see maybe a brief EF1, maybe even EF2 tornado if they do become strong enough. But for the 2%, you could just see a brief EF0, maybe EF1, if it does become strong enough. Today's wind risk, we've got 15% for Oklahoma and Texas, and this one over here, and just a little bit of Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas. We do have just 5% here in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, a little bit of Alabama, Arkansas, Missouri, up into Iowa, over into Omaha, down into Kansas, and Oklahoma. So again, our cities affected would be Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, Arlington, and Plano, having a 15%, and Houston, Austin, Kansas City, New Orleans, and Omaha, under a 5%. So, anyway, for the 15%, you could see damaging winds of 60 to 75 miles per hour if the winds do become strong enough, and 5% you could see 60 to 70 miles per hour if the winds do become strong enough. So please beware of those winds. Today's hail risk, we only have a 5% here, across parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, and a little bit of Missouri there, under a 5%. So those cities would be Tulsa, Wichita, Overland Park, Topeka, and Olathe. So you could just see hail of 1 to 2 inches possible. 1 to 2 inches possible there. Anyway, today's summary. My allergies always seem to bother me during these videos. Anyway, summary today says, thunderstorms may continue to produce occasional strong to severe gusts and perhaps brief tornadoes across parts of North Texas into central Oklahoma this morning. A threat for... Anyway. Alright, are we done? I'm trying to make a video here, come on. Anyway, summary says, thunderstorms may continue to produce occasional strong to severe gusts and perhaps a couple brief tornadoes across parts of north central Texas into central Oklahoma this morning. A threat for a few tornadoes and damaging wind gusts will also exist this afternoon and evening for parts of east Texas into Louisiana and vicinity. So I do really hope that you have enjoyed this. Again, pardon my allergies, because they would like to bother me during these videos. There's today's hail risk. There's today's wind risk. There's today's tornado risk. And there's today's Day 1 Outlook. So I do really hope that you have enjoyed. I do really hope that all of you stay weather aware and stay safe. And that'll be it. Until next video.